Hello YouTube family, welcome back to my channel. My name is Imani and you're watching Faith by Design. Today we will be doing the last video in the ODBJ series, Our Different Budgeting Journeys. And today we're going to be sharing advice. So hopefully this will be able to help someone and you can find something that you relate to with the advice. If there's something that you feel hasn't been covered or you would have really liked to hear when you first started your budgeting journey, please comment down below and let me know your thoughts. I would love to hear from you. And I would like to say thank you to Budgeting April for starting this series. And she's also the founder of BCL. So she has really done a great job in rallying the community together to talk about different subjects and to get to know one another as a whole. And so I want to say thank you very much. I really enjoyed participating in this series. Hopefully the lighting is not too bad. I had to film later in the day because my daughter was sick. She still is sick, so you may hear in the background coughing a little. She does not have a fever anymore, which is great, but she just had a lingering cough now, so you may hear her in the background, so I apologize in advance. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into the advice. And this is advice that I wish I knew when I first started. And this will also be helpful if you are starting your budgeting journey as well. So the first piece of advice that I have is to start small. So for me, starting small was very helpful in the beginning. Because you're so overwhelmed with wanting to change and wanting to do something different that sometimes you get a little bit frustrated with trying to do everything all at once. So starting small would be a good thing to do if you're just starting out, or if you feel like you have gotten ahead of yourself and made too many binders or too many categories in your budget and you're ready to simplify things. Starting small and going back to the basics, bare bones budget would be a very helpful way to continue on this journey. So you could write down all of your bills, all of your expenses, all of your debts, and just try to tackle one thing at a time. Once you've mastered writing everything down as far as your bills, and then you master doing your expense tracking for maybe a month and see how that goes and tweak it if you can. And then also starting to tackle your smallest debt to the next smallest debt. And then as it continues to increase, that's called the debt snowball. And that's something that is very helpful if you want to feel motivated and want to feel accomplished in tackling your debt. Start small and start somewhere. So the next piece of advice I have is to know your why. We started this budgeting journey series asking or answering the question, why did we start our journey? And I think that is very important to start with that, because this will help you keep focus and keep motivation when those two things may be lost. So sometimes we lose focus and sometimes we forget why we started. And these will be helpful reminders to keep our minds focused on the goal and the reason why we decided to start budgeting in the first place. So my why is because I was tired of living paycheck to paycheck. Once you hit that frustration that you are tired of being sick and tired and you decide to make that change, trust me, knowing your why will propel you forward in wanting to continue to get better with budgeting. So that was one of my whys. And the other why was I wanted to leave a legacy for my daughters and to continue. And I wanted to really get them to understand the ins and outs of finances and how to save, how to pay off things on time, not to live paycheck to paycheck, and just basically to change my family tree. So I wanted to do that, and that is why anytime I feel like I can't continue or I get frustrated, I always remember my girls are the reason that I am doing this. So they can look back, they can be proud of where we have come from, and they can see that hard work does pay off. So the next piece of advice I have is to have an accountability partner. That is very, very important. Sometimes your accountability partner is not who you think it may be. It may be your spouse. Sometimes it is your spouse and it should be your spouse or your significant other. And then other times it may or may not be based on if they are on board or not on board. So having an accountability partner, regardless, is very important because they could be your wise counsel and your listening ear when things get frustrated or when you are just needing some help. YouTube is another great accountability partner that I feel was very instrumental in me continuing on this journey. So being able to upload videos and be around like-minded people who have the same intensity and the same focus and the same goals to achieve financial independence and financial freedom, it really helped to motivate me and to keep me focused on my why and why I'm doing this, and also to keep me excited about budgeting. The next thing would be to, number 4, know your budgeting personality. So for me, your budgeting personality will determine how intense or how lax you are in your savings goal, your investing goal, in your budgeting goals, in everything pretty much. Some people are natural savers, some people are naturally spenders. And so knowing who you are partnering with and also how you approach your budget will help to avoid unnecessary strife and conflict, especially if you're budgeting with your partner, or at least trying to get your partner to understand the goals that you may have together. So someone may like spreadsheets, someone may like pencil and paper, someone may just like to have it all in their head. But no matter what, you have to work together if you are in a partnership, and you have to also know the way you process information and how you view information, so that way it can be more enjoyable to do the budgeting process. Number 5 is reward your hard work. This one for me is something that I am truly going to focus on for the next year, because I am the type of person that I get so focused on one goal that I forget to enjoy the little things that I have learned along the way, forget to enjoy the hard work and the fruits of my labor. And I know I need to focus on this more. So this, I'm speaking directly to myself for this upcoming season. Reward your hard work, because it's easy to get burned out and it's easy to lose focus. And sometimes you just want to quit because you're fed up with how long it may take. So sometimes that is when you have to regroup and refocus and remember your why. Have an accountability partner so that you know that they will not give up on you. Start small and go back to the basics. Know who you are and what your personality type is. And then, sometimes you just have to reward yourself for everything that you have done so far and the progress that you've made, and know that this is a journey. This is not a destination. This is not the end goal, but it's a long journey. That's what life is. It's a journey. Stay focused, keep your eye on the prize, and all of your hard work will speak for itself. So I hope you all enjoyed this series. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please go check out Budgeting My Abundance. She is being tagged in the video. And just thank you to everyone in the community who has been supportive and been along this journey with me. And I hope that everyone will continue watching all of the videos that we've done in this series. And if you can relate, please leave your comments below. And thank you so much for your time. And I will catch you in my next one. Thank you. Bye-bye.